Morning, Doc.
Good morning. It's way too early. Way too early.
For Detroit. The actual location is in exit seat. Do not meet the criteria. No.
Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
I guess if they're going to make you walk a good distance, you might as well make it entertaining, right? Just keep running. Ah, the light.
All domestic passengers must be on board the aircraft 20 minutes prior to scheduled departure.
Thank you. Guess we're taking the elevator.
It looks more important.
I don't consent. You don't consent? You're non-consenting?
Non-consent. What's for lunch?
Barbecue! America. I give it 4, maybe even 4.5. At some point, I hope that I'll be able to show a little bit more about what the setup is like for this gig. We roll in on Wednesdays. The actual stage crew and lighting and sound guys, they've actually been here for a couple of days, so they're always a little bit ahead of us, and so I can't really show a whole lot about their whole setup. We roll in, it's kind of down to a science. We've got everything in rolling racks built specifically to do this kind of work, and so when we roll in, you get the cases in, everything starts hooking up, and we go to work. So there's just not a whole lot of time to kind of mess around and do a whole lot of video. So like I say, I plan on doing more of these, and I hope to be able to show a little bit more of the setup, but this is kind of our day 0, if you will. We'll come in tomorrow, do some final tweaks, and then Thursday night conference kicks off and we're off and running. And that's about it. This is cameras 1 and 2, main line. Camera 1 is a tight follow. Camera 2 is a kind of a head-to-toe shot. We are always the exact same distance from the stage, so that everything that hits the air for TV is almost undiscernibly the same. We do change our stage layout a little bit every year. So actually here in Winston-Salem, this is our first look at this new stage rig. Looks like they've separated what was kind of a star curtain, got that a little bit further back. Added a few more chasers up underneath that. That is a video curtain up here. This is actually a video curtain where they will roll various motion backgrounds and things like that. This is our main floor jib. I think this bad boy rolls out at about 22 feet. Always lives here. Front side. A lot of great flying over the audience shots, especially during praise and worship. We've got one of the best guys in the business running this camera. His name's Jose, good friend of mine. Does incredible work. This is the backstage area. This is where I work. My role over here is on Pro Presenter, doing lyrics, slides, other still media, as well as 360. 360 Systems is our playback, so all of our video rolls come from there. This is my station. Our video director, John, sits right here. He's got the whole world in his hands. We are working with a fantastic carbonite switcher. I know that a lot of churches are using this now. I'm familiar with it. It's a fantastic switcher and so good for the road. Really takes a licking and keeps on ticking. This is our video shading area. So we've got 6 cameras rolling out. 2 hard, 2 handheld, and 2 jibs. And then we record everything right over here onto XD cam. We've got a main and a backup line cut, and then 6 ISO records of all 6 cameras, so that anything that needs to be fixed in post can be. But this will be a hub of activity tomorrow night when this conference kicks off. Okay, so I thought I'd address something, because I know inevitably I'll do these video blogs, and I know somebody's going to ask, or somebody will make some comment on whether or not we need all of this stuff for a worship environment. And I'll tell you, somebody asked me several years ago, it was one of the best questions I've ever been asked, what is your theology of technology? Outstanding question. And my answer was this: I love all this stuff. I love the video, I love the lights, I love the amazing sound reinforcement. But I know that that's not why we do what we do. The best thing about all of this stuff is that it's done with excellence. We've got one of the most amazing crews I have ever worked with in my life. And it's so cool when we have our pre-service meetings and our pre-service prayer times, and you look around and you see the hearts of all these guys, and you know why they do it. They do it because they love God. They do it because they want to have a hand in creating atmospheres and environments where people can encounter the power and the presence of the living God. And I don't think that you can stand or sit in a meeting like this and not feel that incredible, just overwhelming power of thousands of believers coming together, raising their hands and worshiping the King of Kings. And I don't know how else to put it. It's so amazing to have a hand in creating atmospheres and environments where people can encounter God. And bottom line is, I know that we could do the exact same thing with an acoustic guitar and a guy sitting on a stool. I get that. But I think that there's also there's a time and a place for the things that we do here. And like I say, I love to get to be a part of it. I love to watch people engage in that kind of worship. And then you add to it that we get these amazing bands out here. We got Matt Redman, for crying out loud. If you've never heard of this guy, look him up. He's one of the most amazing yet humble worship leaders that I've ever had the pleasure of working with. And his whole deal, his whole aim is to draw people into the presence of God. And it's just amazing to watch. It's infectious. It's so hard to not get drawn into that. And like I say, I absolutely love being a part of this. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But don't ever knock such amazing work done with incredible excellence, all to the glory and honor of God. Yeah, how's that for a Casey Neistat entrance? Ooh. A hotel room is a hotel room is a hotel room. I don't care how much you pay. Well, okay, it ain't a Motel 6, and I'll take that any day.